Hi everyone, I am margourtarotreader and today we are doing a personal reading. So as always, prior to the recording, I call onto the universe with my client's personal information because they remain private at all times, whether it's a reading or a ritual. I want to give thanks to all of you for taking the time to watch. If you're needing any kind of spiritual advices and or help or reading, email me at margourtarotreader@gmail.com or Facebook margourtarotreader, and I'd be more than happy to help you. Thank you. Now, I give thanks to my clients as always, especially to you for today's reading and for being such a wonderful, enlightening soul. Okay. We ask the gods in the heavens to give us the advices that we're seeking today and or the answers that we would like to have today. Okay. So, as always, prior to the recording, I also ask the gods and the angels, our guides and clients' guides, to give us or to give chosen cards of what they asked me to read with. Okay, so they spoke clearly, and I will take one of these, and then we'll get started. This is a personal reading. Yet, even though it is for a specific client, sometimes certain viewers may connect with the reading because certain energies might be floating within yourself as well. Okay. Thank you to the universe and to the heavens. Okay, so I'm going to leave this one out because it fell. And that's an answer to all our questions. Okay. Let us protect. As I always do this prior to the recording, but lately I've been doing this also when I'm fixing to start. Thank you, gods, for protecting us today and for protecting the energies that are coming forth, for giving us the answers, the advices that we seek today and always. Thank you for protecting us, our space, our body, heart, mind, and spirit. May the white light come in. May the white spirits might come. So the earth and the heavens, we are in your hands today and always. Us and our loved ones. Okay. Let us begin. Angels of the universe and the heavens, what are the answers? What is it that we need to know when it comes to what's going on? What are the answers if you are willing to and ask or respond? We're here to help you, guide you in the path that you are in. One more on this spread. Just one more. That's all I'm asking. If you're willing to come forward, give us the status of your energy or the path that you're in or willing or moving forward into. Thank you. Okay, so I'm just going to flip this one, and because he is not in that energy or not to respond in that one, let's see. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna leave this here, and I feel that I'm going to look at it in a minute. So let's get started. Okay, so he is advising you that there is a false energy around you. there's a false pretense around you or around your energy. It could speak of a number of things. It could speak of friendships. It could speak of energy itself. It could also speak of you vibrating that type of energy. It could be either or and all, as you already know when it comes to the readings. He's also saying that he seems to be a little stuck with interacting with the energy. Okay, so sometimes when we are not sensing the energy of our loved one, it can be because again they are still in transition, or they're transitioning from one energy source to another, or there seemed to be a moment of stagnation within themselves. So we know that this energy has been in that back and forth, right? I do not feel that this is the cause to that. I feel that it's more physical stagnation. So I feel that with what it is giving me, the straight answer here is because there's a false energy around you or around your environment, he's unable to come through. Okay, he is in a grieving period for someone else. I don't feel that it is you. Maybe someone is going to like scheming something, or going to jail or something, or have an accident of some sort. I don't feel that it's within your energy or around you. It may even be related to someone that is family member. Okay, it's very clear what it's giving me here. Okay, I'll show you the cards. You know me. It's the energy that opens the sources. Sometimes the cards, I don't necessarily need them, but it is also for the show. It is also for the channel. But these are very specific here. This is very specific answer. So I do feel that this is an alert that is coming around, and he's very precise with that. Okay, thank you. Now, let's get to the nitty-gritty here. Give me the space of energy that you're in. Give me the space of energy that you're in, or the space of energy that you're fixing to move in. Okay? Let us proceed with... Okay. I was going to wait for them to flip, but I'll just leave it that way. It's almost like... you know how yes, he's relating to, there's a concerned, a family factor concern, he's keeps saying. Okay, we do know that there are unhidden factors within the spirit situation here. It's an overwhelming condition that is going on a physical level, around someone that he cares for and loves. Okay, it's a family member. Okay, now sometimes he can, of course he considers you his family, but I feel that it is not necessarily you. You might hear news, you might hear of someone giving you some bad news in reference to a family member related to his side and or yours. Okay, so we do know that there has been some struggles back and forth, a cycle wanting to end and not being able to, and some type of stagnations within the family union. Okay, someone kind of goes in and out of the phase of wanting to continue life, continue the path of the ancestry and things like that. I do feel that this is the older energy. Okay, yes, that they're not willing to go, they want to hold on to that karma, and so it's like a heartbreak going on between them. So let's see, a few days ago, I was working with someone, and I couldn't seem to concentrate with the energy because I felt that his energy was in the mind, in the present. So instead of me saying the person that I was trying to channel, his energy was coming through. And so sometimes that's what happens when we're trying to seek out a loved one from the other sides. And so they come in either because we read them before, or either because we know someone in their circle, right? Here or there. And so his energy was very present at that time, so I couldn't concentrate on 100% reading due to his. And so therefore I asked him to I said you want to communicate, so um, when I keep hearing his name over and over, it's like almost a yes for me. Okay, so um, when I was done with the reading, I tried to connect with his energy again, and I wasn't able to. So sometimes it's an energy because they have to move from light to light, from how do I put this? It's very hard to explain how my energy um, goes through within theirs at times. Okay. Um, so I feel that his alert more, or his warning is more based on someone not being honest, not being truthful. Um, and I also feel that someone is almost like being betrayed in a sense here. And you will know about it, you will hear about it. Okay. Either through the media sector or through someone, letting you know, texting you via email or text, something to that effect. It's what he's saying here. Okay. Well, there we go. So I feel that whatever energy has been around you has not made it possible for him to be near you. Okay. I feel that this dominant energy, it's constant a factor, like the mirror between you and him. Um, and so therefore I feel that I do believe he has during your nighttime, when you are trying to, I'm not sure if you are taking something to fall asleep, because he keeps telling me that something about medication. But it feels to me that the certain energy that it's around you, it does not make him possible to come forth to you. He holds back. He watches, but he holds back. He has tried, though. He has tried. He's very adamant to say that the love is still there, that he sends you messages. It may be that under the pressure that you're in, you're not sensing the energies or the messages, but he says that he has sent you messages. There will be a clear message as of now within the next 3 to 4 weeks, as well, is what he's saying. Okay. There will be a clear message that you will have that epiphany moment, that you're going to know that it is him coming forth to you, whether it's a dream, whether it's a visual, action, and or feeling. But he will send you some kind of message. Okay. Possibly, I'm not sure if you're planning to go out of town or something, a day or two. Possibly you're not going to be in the home environment to the point where he can interact with your energy. Okay. It's what I'm sensing here. um, there's something that is coming up, is what he's saying. um, yeah, so I will have to say this. I cannot clarify from what direction it is coming from, but I do feel that I'm sensing the energy of a death, of someone passing. Okay, so he is very clear with that with me here. It is an energy that it's going to be in a sorrow and a heartbroken. It's an energy that it has been dwelling for quite some time around the person that is going to pass. It's an energy that it has been in stagnation of being demonized, either physically, emotionally, and or spiritually. I feel that it has a little bit of everything here. Okay, for who that person that it will be passing here. Um, so he feels pain for that lost, whoever that may be. I cannot say at this time. Do I have the sensibility of who it is? I believe I do, but I am not allowed to this moment to say that. So when that is the situation, it feels to me, um, that it it will hurt to the core to someone. Okay. Um, what are we looking at here? Moving past your energy. You know what energy? It fascinates me every time I read this beautiful soul, um, because every time I pick up his energy, I pick up other energies as well. And so every time I keep saying his name, you know who comes to me every time I keep saying his name? And I apologize for that. I'm actually outside trying to do the reading today. I've been wanting to connect with the universe and with the outside. And so for the past week here, I've been doing everything, just about everything outside doors. And so it's pleasant outside, kind of sunny and humid here in Texas, but it's, the breeze every now and then comes in with this light of heavenly energy. Okay, and so it looks peaceful, but then it is what it is, right? And so what I was saying, back to what I was saying, every time I connect with this beautiful soul, I connect with other people that are in, that I have no idea who they are, what they are, and even if I recognize that, it just amazes me who comes in through here. It's unbelievable for me. So I keep hearing Christopher Columbus. Believe it or not, I keep hearing Christopher Columbus. And there might be an actual Christopher Columbus name as a regular person. But when I keep saying that, it keeps taking me back to the days and times of years ago, and I keep seeing myself selling away, and selling away, and having to know that someone did predicted something about his death overseas, or the tragic of death overseas. Um, and I would have to say this because I recollected with this, and so it tells me that possibly in one of those lives that this beautiful soul had, he was also in that part of that tragic, or he had a life that was in the boat. Okay. um, it- every time someone else comes in, it is because somehow it's aligned or is connected, believe it or not, physically and or spiritually. So um, the energies are just amazing when they do come in the way that they come. um, and so let's continue. Yes, there was a tragic fail to a a voyage, is what I hear. um, and so a lot of people died. It's almost like it was a storm. Is what I hear. um, and so they barked inland, but they lost like half of their, or they even lost one of those ships that they were in, and he was in one of those ships, is what I'm sensing here. And literally I can feel myself within the waves, and I can see myself being stuck, not being able to get out. I feel like people are yelling back and forth, like trying to get out and escape. um, I feel that it was a lot of confusion, um, chaos within it. Some people were able to, but they didn't leave because they were trying to help others to get away. That could be his energy. And it was a decision of, do I leave? Do I jump? And it just, he couldn't leave the other uh, people behind. So he tried to save them as much as he could, and he went with them. Okay. I feel I love what I'm sensing here. Unfortunately, it's a tragic way that he's explaining, but um, I feel that this is a beautiful reading today. The fact that it's opened up to these channels. So little by little, he's giving us a little bit of time frame of certain things within past past lives that he has had, and this is amazing. I feel. Um, You're probably wondering if he was a slave or a worker. I feel like it gives me the energy of both. So you're going to say, how is it both? I feel like he had privilege, okay? That's how I see it, because the fact that he couldn't leave and then stay to save tells me that he did the right thing. Um, he was he, like a hero. You know, what's the word? Heroic. I can't even pronounce it right now. Um, but he fell at it. Okay, it's what I'm sensing here. Okay, thank you for that. Appreciate it. Thank you. He left family behind during that time as well. Okay, so we're gonna move on. Can you tell me now where are we going? And okay, and what are we looking at? Okay, so where are we going? What are we looking at? He says, well, I'll tell you. And he gives that smile. He says, what I'm trying to do is move forward to reconnect with my soulmate, with the love of my life, and refresh the cycle. Continue with being with this person. Move forward. Leave everything behind, all the struggles that we pulled through. I know sometimes it's hard for her and hard for me to move into what she has been telling me. It's okay if you have to leave me, but let me know in advance. I feel that you've been saying something like that, or channeling something to that effect, that I will always love you and I have the faith that we're going to meet each other again. Okay? So there's an overwhelming feeling of detaching from his side to you. Okay? So we do know that there is that phase that eventually is going to happen, but he is just not ready to dissolve that yet. Okay? When it comes to you, that is. Okay. Now, let me see. I want to say thank you to you. So today. And now we are going to, I'm going to see. I keep asking that same question, but for some reason I feel like he's going in circles with that. Okay, but let's see if he can answer a little bit more. To the white light, or are you already in that phase? I feel that he's going to go through a period of, okay, let me see. Just give me one so we can start. Okay, thank you. Okay, so let's start. A lot of battles in the spiritual side, a lot of battles that he has been going through. And I feel that it has to do because of the way that he feels, the way that he thinks, the way that he sees the world, okay? And the way that he sees the spiritual world that he's in also. I don't see victory yet for what we're searching. So I feel that I only have like probably about 2 weeks, and then I'll be done. No later than a month. I know that something is coming up because he just reminded me of September, the end of September. He reminded me of that. And I know that you're saddened with this, and I know that he sees your tears and everything else. I know, but he's trying to help you in a way that you could unload those stress as well. Okay? Yeah. He wants you to find that peace within yourself. Okay? He knows that no matter what happens between you two, there's always a constant measurement of endless love between you two. Okay? And so that is the survival key to the physical and spiritual life, believe me. And the ever after. So he knows that eventually there will be a deep part of energy between you two in the later time to come, not now. For the moment, he is struggling to overcome some situations within his ancestry at this time, but also something personal within the light of his energy. We also see that there's some struggles going on between you. Now, the way that I see this is he's giving me what's around you to let you know that he's still present, yet even though you're not able to feel him as the way that you wanted to or have been. He knows that there are some concerns between you, some family, female friends, female members within your family. Some that are not to be trusted, some that you feel ashamed for to even say that, he says, and some that even though they hurt you, you're still around within their energy. Bad interaction between those family members, bad communication within those family members. But you're trying to do your best in order to seek that and help that out, is what he's saying. But what I also like to say this is that you're both together in the energy. He puts you together in this energy, saying, I have you, but there is a division between you two that he upholds. It's, you know what he's showing me here? So sometimes when I see the cards, they speak volume to me. They speak hundreds of definitions, and they literally move the cards from me in my energy, in the way that I see them. They come into 3D, and they literally show me this character moving back and forth like a cartoon kind of energy. So he went and he put his stab here, and he put it here like saying, here you can cross it and you can walk it. Okay, you see what he has here? Here he just went and put it here and crossed it over for me. Like, you know, there is a line between you two, but he's gonna find a way to for you to connect. Yes. So of course he sees you struggling more. He sees you being conflicted, being confused. He sees you wanting to move into a better enlightenment, but yet he finds you as almost as trapped, that you feel that you're not going anywhere, that you're not moving. He's very concerned about your energy and around your energy. Your mental thoughts are all over the place, and your physical self. There might be some even health issues that he needs you to make sure that you're up to date with it. And there might be headaches, migraines, maybe legs cramps, things like that, and sleepless nights. And just be cautious if you're taking any medication to try to, sleep and things like that. Okay? So he's very, very concerned in reference to your energy. Okay? It also tells me here that, between his energy and the other soul, he is also trying to find some enlightenment within that. He's no longer fighting that energy, whether you want to stay or go. So he understands and acknowledges that there's been a lot of at work, physically and spiritually, to get that energy in resolved issue. But this energy has carried out for centuries in that stagnation, in that devastation of acting the way they've acted here in the physical life. And he has rolled into his as well for the connection that they both have. So he will understand if it's no longer to be aligned and moving forward together. He understands that very much so. Okay. Yes, he understands that very much so. Okay. So when I'm done with this, I will tell you if they aligned or not together, and know that everything has been done toward that energy. So we are going to continue, and I say we because his energy is with this, okay? Their energy, I mean. And so if his path is still to stay and continue fighting his own demons, and be in the world of confusion and coming in and out with that devastation and that pattern of life, then he will have to continue that. We have done all the appeals that we are able to do in the spiritual sense, so his ancestral line can move at peace. I feel like I want to go and tell this guy something, and he's looking at me like, okay. So I feel that your loved one says that maybe in a short time, he will probably try to send someone out, uh, or try to connect you with someone, uh, like in a relationship sense. Okay. uh, when everything comes to play, I feel that he's saying that it is okay if you end up meeting someone. It is okay if you end up wanting to be with someone, um, because you still have a life to continue and to consider. Okay, you still have other karma lessons to learn, and so therefore he's saying, that for the sake of you and the sake of the energies, I feel that he might send someone to you. Okay, he's very open about that. I like that. I really do. He's not being selfish. Okay, yeah, he's talking more something. There's something happening in his family. I do see this. There's something happening here physically and spiritually that is going to affect certain energies uh, on his side. There might be someone in the physical life joining in the other side, coming in. Okay. Yeah. I'm not going to even look at the time. I'll just leave it at that. Okay. Um, yes. Okay. So let me see here. Yeah, absolutely. You know what I'm sensing here? Whoever this person is, on his side of the family might have an experiment similar to what happened with them. Okay. Okay. So I feel that something is changing in you, because it tells me that you're going to have a hard time struggling with this. So maybe someone wants to move differently, uh, to a different environment, different home, or there's some type of move happening in here, from family, or there's a move happening within your family sector. Okay, someone that you love, maybe like a daughter or a son or something like that. So the fact that he's giving me answers, giving me certain predictions for you, it's an omen to him aligning and being around your energy. Okay. Yes. Um, he's saying that this year has been very, very difficult for you, and he's wanting to find a way to heal you or put you in the right place at the right time, maybe. Though he has before, but it hasn't clicked on you, so maybe there will be another point of view later on for you in reference to that, because he's finding or trying to see how to align you to the point where you can see a reflection and say, you know what, this is time for me to find peace, for myself. Okay. um, it will be lessened for you, yes, next year. Okay. There's a lot going on with the planets and all these planets coming in, like 6 planets that we're going to have retrograde right around the corner. And these are the planets that are affecting tremendously the whole world and tremendously in ourselves, especially as the water signs, and the earth signs. So it's going to be very, very difficult, as it has been, tragics after tragics this year, and it will continue for the rest of this year. People will be passing that we do not expect to pass in the manner that they pass. And so and as also with the world, and so, but it will ease up in certain points of view sometime in the year that is coming in, that we're coming in, and maybe a little break here at the end of starting at the end of September, in between September and 2 weeks within that time, there might be a little break of fresh air, energetically, for a moment in time before we get that eclipse again in November. Okay, so, and it's like buckle up for a lot of people. Okay, so yeah, so definitely there will be an ending of cycle, the truth coming to light, and then a renew of the soul and renew of the light, and rejoice within the situation. So we do see a fruitful ending coming in between you and his energy. That's very specifically. Okay, let me see what this is. Okay, so between you and him, everything is going to move swiftly, is what he's saying. what we see around your energy, what it's telling me here is that there is a dark energy, dark shadow, okay, that is going to be devastating here, okay. So I feel that we're going to leave this. I'm not going to touch bases on that. I don't even want to touch it. There's too much to bear, too much to carry right now with what we're sensing, right? So this major situation, I'd rather not get into it for the fact that the way I see it, um, and it feels to me that it is related with the other person that we're sensing up here. Okay, I said I wasn't going to look at it, but here I am being nosy. Okay. Yes, so it definitely it clarifies from what we're sensing here in the beginning to what we're looking at here. Okay. Yes. Okay, so I know what that is, but I just can't say it. It is what it is. Okay, it is related to you. It is to a family member. Okay. Now, thank you, angels of the universe and of the heavens, for allowing us today. Always, thank you, thank you. Okay, so, well, I do believe that we answer as much as we could, and I say we because it is his energy. So obviously he's letting me know what's around you, what's going in your energy. Okay, and we know where this is heading. We're going to find a conclusion of it soon. Now, I want to ask one more thing before we end. Okay. Okay. So I was looking at something that I asked, and yeah, okay. So I asked it specifically after everything that we have been doing and working on, and after everything that we're looking at him, I asked him specifically the struggles and the main goal of where we want him to reach at, which is the white light. So we do sense the struggle, but we also sense the victory and the healing. Okay, we definitely see it. The victory and the healing is here. There's some stagnation going on. Of course, it's normal. But we also see that he still continues the karma and the lessons that he wants to be with. Okay. There will be an injustice done to certain people and also to certain he speaks of friends, family, and people that done him wrong. He sees some justice being done toward that situation. The battles and the war eventually will be won. So he was very adamant about that. The battles and the war would eventually be won. It will start because someone is going to gossip the wrong thing or say the wrong thing or send like a bomb. Is he predicting something here for the earth? It is an amazing thing because when I read, my mouth runs like a you know what, and I don't know what's coming out of my mouth because I'm trying fast to speak what I'm being told. As you know, uh, sometimes my voice, everything can change because I'm in the energy, right? And so it hit me like a moment of thing here. So it's possible that he is predicting something worldwide even at this time. I asked him specifically in reference to his energy and in the future of his life, but we'll also see. I ask him, "Are you moving to the white light after everything?" So we definitely get the yes here after certain things that we're going to be doing. But at the same time, he speaks to me in reference to some nuclear situation that's going to take place in the world. War or a sabotage of some sort in reference to someone put in the wrong gun or the wrong the wrong. It has to be like a technology or a plane or a ship or a bomb or um um what's the other one that I just saw? Cyber, or it's something that someone sends, but then they sabotage it and they put or they implant something, okay, and it's going to turn the world upside down, and it's going to create some type of civil action, civil war, okay. It's what it's saying here. um I'm not sure if he's talking about the one that we just had with the COVID, but um or maybe we're going to find out something that it was they were trying to cover something toward that effect, and then now we know the truth, or something to that effect is coming in, okay. But he's very adamant about that. It might even be that it's going to be a tremendous loss to the world when it comes and when it hits. There's going to be a lot of conflicts, a lot of fights, a lot of parties that are united are going to erupt because of this. They're going to feel betrayed. Someone that is less noticeable in the government space is going to sabotage a big project or a big thing that they know precisely that is going to cause a drastic change to the world. Um, is what I'm sensing here. So I feel that it's already in motion for the fact that I just picked it up, and maybe he's saying wait. He's saying wait. There's a lot that is hidden and it has not been told, and it's been stricken and hidden from the public or the world, and then something out of nowhere is going to be like late night news kind of thing, you know. Oh wow. True. Lord. Yeah, it might be like a late night news, or let's say, for example, it happens like between 11 to 3:30, 4:30 in the morning, because I feel that it's nighttime. And so somebody's striking like a thief in the night kind of thing. You know, it might be here on US soil, or it might be somewhere in another country. Okay. I feel like it has to do with the US and another country. So they might even sabotage us, the US, to another country. And another country is doing the sabotage to us to fight for another one. Vice versa. But it's in that frame already. It's being worked already. They're working on it. Yeah. Okay. Yep, exactly. So he's already giving me the whole. Well, thank you. So, his life was here in this physical life, and other lives was very military uh, induced. And so he has been in that for quite some time. You know, he has had number of lives in that aspect. So he enjoys serving. He enjoys being used, like he says. Uh, and in the factor that he feels that by him doing this for his country or for his people, it's a way that he feels valued. So he has never been validated as he should. Okay, is what he's saying here. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, I don't. Thank you. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of uphill coming in the future. Okay. You think that we're out of the chaos now? Will we experience it? Hopefully not. But um, there's a lot that I can predict just by what he just visioned me. Okay, thank you. You welcome, he says. You welcome. Something like that. You welcome. Thank you. Okay, so we're gonna leave it at that today. I feel because it's a lot to take, and I don't want to dwell into the energy. Okay, let's leave it to rest. Really, he goes. I was ready. Yeah, but not me. Ah, thank you, universe, and to the angel. Thank you, and I appreciate your inputs in life, and I want to thank you for showering us today with your enlightenment. As always, your gift to the world, your gift to us, and your gift to the ones that you love here in the physical and or spiritual. Thank you to the gods and to the heavens. May you be in the white light. Jesus Christ, thank you. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. The kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. Let us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Move in peace, be in peace. Light be with you, God be with you. Thank you to the gods and to the heavens. Amen. So let me finish by saying how grateful I am to have you as my client, but also how grateful I am that you do the best that you can for yourself and for your loved ones. And because of that, God is, your angels in the universe is going to find an alignment for you to heal your soul and to continue in the path that you need to be in, to find ways that you can grow emotionally, spiritually, mentally, and physically. And I love that I have you in my life. I always do that with all my clients, but it is the fact and it is the truth, especially you are just one of those special, beautiful souls in my life. I love you endlessly. Believe me. And now, let me touch a short topic here with you really quick before we end it. Uh, you know, I met you before this soul passed, and we went through a whole scenario in this situation. And here we are after this soul in the living, now in the other side. And it has been a drastic pain within your heart, in your body, your mind, and your spirit. And it is a struggle even till this day for you to continue. And it will continue to be like that until it eases up a little bit. Nothing can replace it. Nothing can bring it back. And nothing for the whole world can make you feel that comfort that he did in the present, in the life that you're in now. And so I understand that in the most sincerest way. I absolutely do. And I want to tell you that, um, you know, I have lost loved ones in my life, as we all have. Some are harder to bear, and some are deeply devastating to continue life with. Um, and some other souls are peaceful and tranquil, and we find ourselves in that manner as well. But for every soul that we lose, for every loved one that we lose, we we try to say we will see them again, we will be with them again, and we will again reunite. And that is the truth, that is the fact. It does not make it easier on the pain or in the healing either. But it is the truth. And so I myself at times have to find myself adjusting to the same advice that I give my clients, because um, the pain stays within us when we lose someone that we love dearly. However way they pass, whether it is tragic or illness or age or young or whatever it may be. And sometimes it hurts more, it devastates us more when it's suicidal, when it's uncertain, and when they're young and so far, right? And we find and we ask ourselves questions: why this and why that? Why did it have to happen? Why me? Why'd you leave me? What, take me with you. I can't bear to live without you. And so far, we keep asking these questions. We keep saying these questions, and sometimes I say to myself, is it okay to ask, or are we doing more harm than good to ourselves and their spirits? And so then I will say to this, whoever's going through this at this time or have been for quite some time, it's okay to ask. It's okay to feel this. It's okay to feel an extreme love, and it's okay to feel an extreme anger. It's okay to let your frustration out. It's okay to cry for as long as you can. Don't medicate, because it's only going to put it on hold. But if you need it, so be it. I am not, the channels, it is to be, it's a paranormal enlightenment experience, and it is to be entertainment. But of course, those that believe in the spiritual side, in the spiritual growth, in what I do, then you know what I'm talking about. Okay. And so if you're needing any kind of medical attention of any source, please by all means seek that humankind medication, and also look for spiritual help. All, no matter what, look for spiritual guidance, look for spiritual help. Whoever is needing this at this time, it's obvious that it's meant for you. And so, as I was saying, it is okay to feel all these things, but then also try to understand that when we are hurting the most because they're not with us, we are at our weakest, our weakest energy. And so therefore people can even take advantage of us when we are feeling like that, and so can the spiritual energies. So we have to find a way to maintain our positive energy. It is the hardest thing that we're ever going to do here. Find a way to overcome. Find a way to stay positive. Find a way to smile. Find a way to move forward and continue loving the way you've been. Find a way to get up in the morning. Find a way to walk one step in front of the other with that person that is no longer here physically, not spiritually, physically. It feels like hell on earth, correct? Well, it does, and it is. And it wasn't easy for me to say what I just said, but it is the hardest thing that we're going to have to move forward to. Start baby steps, but you also have to understand that we're not alone. You are not alone. I'm not alone. No one is alone here. And the loved one that passed on has a way to look after you, has a way to reach at you, has a way to acknowledge you, has a way to continue loving you, has a way to continue being in your presence. We're not in that alignment as of yet. We have been in the past centuries, but as of now, we have not been, because the world has been physically changing drastically. And so it's now wanting to come back into what it was in the beginning of time, where we could actually walk and see our other spiritual side, our other side, our soul with us at the same time. And so in years to come, in centuries to come, hopefully in less years than further down the line, we will be able to be side by side, acknowledge and see those loved ones that passed on. Believe me, there will be other ways of bringing them forth, or them coming forward. It will be almost like, I heard someone say, pick up the cell phone. It might even be. It just might even be, because the energy, it is endless light. And so, as you know, the sun is light, including the moon is light, but it has a different vibrant of energy. Okay. So, as we breathe, they breathe through you, through them. We breathe. Okay. As you sense the energy, as you feel the breath, as you feel the air, the wind, the touch of the water, when you're connecting to the universe, you're connecting to your loved one. And so what I'm trying to say today is, I'm trying to give you love, encouragement to continue with life, to continue with the beauty that's in it still. We're not seeing it. What we used to see before, the beauty of it, we're not seeing it because we're in the darkness when we lose someone that we love. And so, but there's still beauty within us and beauty around us. And there are people that loves us still, so we have to continue one way or the other, for their sake and also for our sake. We don't want to do and hinder our energy and our karma lessons for the next cycle of life if we intend to do anything drastic to ourselves. You know what I mean? And I feel that this is specifically for someone out there. So for whoever may be, or if you know of anybody that is going through something, then let them move forward, and hopefully they can, get some type of help through that energy. Also, I feel that I wanted to say this, excuse me. Sometimes I find myself endlessly joy and endlessly tearing for the souls that I send, and for the messages that they deliver. And I look to see how to heal that, for loved ones here in the physical and the spiritual. And it does take a lot of energy. I'm not going to lie, but I love what I do. And I will always continue for as long as the universe, our guides, our angels, um, choose me to continue to help everyone that comes in, whether it's physically, spiritually. I will find ways to peace within their energy or within our physical energy. Find a way to direct them to the path that they need to be. And it's an extreme honor to do this, to read someone, to connect with a loved one from the other side. Um, and yes, sometimes we feel certain energies that we don't wish to feel, but per my perspective, the way I work, it helps me a lot also to find healing, including because again, I have loved ones on the other side, and I have loved ones that I till this day I miss, that they've passed for a number of years. Yeah, and so to know that they are still around, to know that they're still finding ways to message, to know that they can still come forth, and to know that their energy is very, very alive in the other side. They're actually more free now than they were in the physical life, believe it or not. Sometimes our body it's too internal, it's too material, too earthly bound that our spirit has no room to breathe. And so sometimes they escape that, and one of those escape is death, suicidal kind of thing, so I don't even know why I keep saying that. I feel like it's a repetitive situation coming in anyhow. So we can continue touching this basis for hours and hours that end. But today I feel that we are going to close it we're going to close today and leave it like that. If anyone is interested, that we can, maybe have an hour once a week, maybe, or once every 2 weeks. I'm not sure. Comment or email me at margourtarotreader@gmail.com, and maybe we'll start doing like a live thing so we can start connecting with ourselves a bit more, to express how we feel when we lose someone, when we lose our loved ones. I feel that with everything I do, I have embraced more than anything lately the afterlife. And I feel that because lately, with everything that we have been surrendering into, um, we have had a tremendous loss. I've had a lot of clients losing loved ones, and so lately, and I feel that this is a must topic that we have to touch, that we have to talk about it, and find a way for all of us together to heal. So it will be therapeutic for all of you, and including for myself. And so because there's always that room to enlighten ourselves, okay? And so and not only to get to know us, but also to evolve more spiritually, okay? And find a way to not be frightened for what's out there that you cannot see, but yet you can feel, okay? And so, and to understand that the afterlife can be something that that we not that it can be, it will be something that we'll continue to experience, but also that we are going to be able to reunite with our loved ones as we did here in this physical life. We will continue to reunite with them physically, emotionally, spiritually, mentally, in all kinds of level, if that's the path that we choose to do. For the fact that if whoever is watching today video knows and believes and trusts in what I either do and or are interested in it, so that's a big opening first step to get you started into wanting to know more about the other side. And so we are definitely going to be touching bases on that again. I promise you on that. So email me, and we'll start coordinating the amount of people that we'll be able to connect with, and see if we're going to do it either through Facebook and or YouTube or podcast, but and or all, who knows, we'll see. This is a big step for us in our community, in my channel, uh, so we can start aligning ourselves, okay? uh, Finding love, finding peace, finding growth physically and spiritually. As always, I am Margot, your tarot reader, and I wish all of you love and light today and always, and for your loved ones as well. Thank you.